Yeah, so it's supposed to work overtime, the propers, but for me, it just started like, I mean, right away. So it was around 2 that they did that, or was it around 12? Yeah, anyways, around somewhere in the afternoon. So I just started going, but I could still handle it, but I was feeling some pain. I'm like, but they were just looking at me like, maybe I'm being too dramatic. I think even my husband must have thought I'm being too dramatic. So no one really believed me. And then, what's it called? And then, uh, uh, what happened? Around, was it around 6, 7 p.m.? The pain was just a lot. I was like, I couldn't even keep quiet. And Kevin was trying to sleep. My husband was trying to sleep because we hadn't really slept properly. So he was trying to sleep. Oh, bless him. He was with me like in the hospital throughout. Like he did not go home. So I was trying to, we were trying to sleep, but I could not sleep. I kept on waking him up. I'm like, can you rub me? Can you rub my belly? Can you rub my back? And I'm like, oh, the pain has come back again. Then I'm like, oh, I need medication or something. So another midwife came. So I was like, I'm in pain, da, 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 da. And then she's like, we need to check you to see how far along you are, to see if you're in active labor. But the pain I was in and thinking of somebody just putting their hands there again, I was like, nah, fam. So I was refusing to be checked in it. So I was being strong. So they were like, oh, we'll make you tea. They made me tea. And then they said maybe if I sit in the bath, it might help and all this. So, but there were so many people going in the bath. So I kept on asking, can I go in the bath now? Da, 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 da. They were like, oh, there's somebody there. But they ended up giving me space after some time. I think it was around maybe 10 or 11 p.m. I got to go in the bath. I was just like, I'll be like, Kevin is come again. I'll be like, can you record the contraction? They were like literally coming every 2 seconds. I think every 2 seconds and lasting for like 40 seconds. They were just so in between. They were not spaced that much. They were like very close together. And it was, I cannot describe the pain. I can't describe it to you. But you feel like that's it. You're not going to make it out here alive. That's it. You are gone. You are dead. So I thought that, I'm dying. So in my heart, I was saying prayers. I was like, God help me. And when I would feel like there's a relief, bam, it comes again, and it was getting worse and worse. And then when I went in the bath, like the blood was coming, so I thought, oh my, there's something wrong is happening, like clots. So I saved it and I went to show them. They're like, oh, it's normal. They're like, I know it's not nice to say, but it's actually a good thing. We're happy. So they're like, please let us check you. And then the other midwife came and I rubbed her shoulder. I'm like, please help me. Please don't let me die. Please, I'm in pain. Can you give me anything? I said, give me any pain medication you have. I was just rubbing her shoulders. And she's like, I know. Like, she looked like she was about to cry. And then she's like, please, let's go and check you. So I'm like, okay. At this time, I was in so much pain. I needed to know what's going on. So I'm like, okay, I can bear the pain. So we went in the other room for them to check me, and I was just, when I got there, I was hallucinating. I don't even know. I was hallucinating. I was like, oh, give me that pain medication. What about that? What about that? What about that? She's like, no, we can't give you that we're not allowed, whatever. And then I'm like, please do not let me die. She's like, you're not gonna die. Then I don't know what I was saying. I started hallucinating. My husband, oh, his face, he just looks so traumatized. You know, when you're just there, you don't know what to do, you cannot help somebody. And then I was just looking at him thinking, oh, I'm gonna leave him. Oh, I'm not gonna make it, you know. And I was praying at this point. I think I had text people, I text pastors, I'm like, pray for me, please. They're like, you're gonna be fine, you'll go home with your baby, etc. So I think because of the prayers or something, so it was going that fast. So she checked me, she's like, whoa, you're like, I was like 4 centimeters or something. And it happened really quick. And it kept on happening. She's like, no, we have to remove this propers because it's never happened that quick. She's like, it's so quick, you're in active labor, that's why you are in this much pain. And that's when she agreed to give me an injection. She's like, oh, sorry, she had to lie to me before, but they are not allowed if they don't know where the woman is in labor. I was like, oh, it's fine. So she gave me that. It didn't even take away the pain. I was my head. I felt like I'm in the skies. I don't know. I just felt weird, but it didn't take away the pain. It just maybe took it away for like literally 10 minutes. And then the pain was just continuing. She's like, what? It's supposed to have gone. So she rang the labor ward and they were getting the room ready. It was taking time. So I think by the time I went to the labor ward, it was about, if it's not 2 a.m., somewhere around there. So I went there. I got the midwives I got were so nice, especially one of them. She was really nice. We were having a laugh, talking. So when I went there, they gave me the gas and air. But the more I kept on like sucking it in, it's like the more pain I was feeling. And it was like little pins, like it was like little pins, like, oh, little razors, yeah? A lot of razors, someone cutting you. That's how it felt like. And then they were like, oh, just try it. I'm like, it's not working. It's making me dizzy. It's making it worse. They're like, it will work after some time. And I'm like, I need an epidural. So they were trying to ignore me because obviously I had written in my birth plan that I do not want no pain relief. But I was like, I need one. So they called the person who does it. And then they were like, oh, he's in theater right now. So I was like, please, when is it coming? Please. I was in so much pain. I couldn't concentrate on anything. And also I knew that if you get to a certain centimeter, apparently you cannot have the epidural. So I'm like, no, I cannot give birth. I'm not even 10 centimeters and I'm in this much pain. I can't. I will just die. I'll pass out. So they got the drip. They put the drip in me, ready, waiting for the guy. So when the guy came, obviously I asked him, he's like, do you have any questions for me? So I'm like, can I get paralyzed from this? He's like, yeah, it does happen, but the chances of that are very slim. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it does happen. I'm like, but I didn't even care. I was like, you know what, do it. The needle was so massive, yeah. But I handled it. I didn't move or anything. I handled it, and I tell you, the minute that needle went through my spine, the relief. It was like, whoo, glory to God. The relief was so amazing. And that's when I started calming down. I was able to have a proper conversation with my husband, and my cousin was also there. So we were able to talk and have a laugh. And then they kept on checking me. But the epidural slowed down my labor, I believe, and that injection or whatever. I think it really slowed down my labor. That's why I think they did not want to give it to me. And I think if I'd not taken the epidural, I would have given birth that very same Thursday. But obviously, I believe God had other plans. So what's it called? So I started having normal conversations and everything. So I forgot what time it was. They were checking me. They were like, oh, you're like 5. It's really slow. So we waited, we're talking. So I think I don't remember the times because I hadn't slept. I kept on sleeping 5 minutes and I'm awake, and so somewhere early morning she broke my water and then checked me, and then I was like, I think it was around 12. Yeah, it was around 12 p.m. And then she checked me, and then she's like, I'm fully dilated. I was like, ooh. But she was like, we're just going to let the baby calm down themselves. We're just going to let the baby calm down. So for 2 hours. So for 2 hours, that was that. And then after 2 hours, around 2, we started pushing. She's like, push. So I was pushing. But I think at this point, both me and the baby were tired. So even though I was really pushing, but the baby will come and go back in. And I'm just like, whoo. So I pushed for like an hour. Then she's like, nah, it's too much. And then the baby's heartbeat started going down because they were monitoring me. So the baby's heartbeat, everything was going down. So they said they had to call in the doctors. And then they called in the doctors. 2 of them came in. And then they were like, oh, we might have to go into theater. We need to do, we need to cut you. I'm like, huh? I started crying at this point. I didn't cry all throughout. I just started crying because I was so disappointed. I'm like, first of all, I wanted home birth. I can't have that. Now I'm here and I'm about to be cut. I did not want an episiotomy. I didn't want it because I'd read about it and it takes time to heal, etc. So I did not want it. So I started crying. I'm like, I don't want it. So one of the doctors is like, would you rather like not have it and then something happens to your baby? She didn't say in a rude way though. So I was like, okay then. let's just